Here we are getting ready for the Tran Tasman test, Australia versus New Zealand. We're just behind us, the Australians are getting ready for their warm-up, so we're about half an hour away from racing for the Tran Tasman test. As you can have a look now as we're panning across, the official ceremony will be in about 15 minutes time. And you can see Wilco there from Elouera sweeping the open women today, rallying the troops, starting to get themselves ready. And the most important thing is they're just trying to stay calm. The nerves are going to start to kick in. They're looking at the swells. You know, good 3-foot sets coming through, so they're just trying to watch that. The sweeps are really having a really good, decent look at the surf and making sure they do everything right. They're going to get up now. Wilco's taking them for a warm-up. You see Greg Hurd there, part of team management, also from the Queenscliff Surf Club. And I'll quickly get in while they're going for a warm-up. As you go, I'll walk with you, mate. What's the process now? You're going for a quick warm-up just to calm the nerves a bit, maybe?
Yeah, just a sort of bit of bonding as a team. Everyone run together and get rid of a few of those jitters and warm up a bit, and then we're into it.
Exactly right. You've done a bit of this stuff before, and you're going to use your experience really to calm the group, you'd think?
I hope so. They might be calming me in the end, but no, look, you know, I think we'll feed off each other. You know, yeah. it's a good group of people, a good group of kids and athletes. So yeah, hopefully it'll all come together for us.
I'll let you go down there, mate. Go to that. It's the Australian team doing their warm-up. We'll get to the New Zealanders. Yeah, we are live down here on the beach. We just spoke to the Australians before with Wilco, and you can see behind us the New Zealanders having their final briefing here. They must be absolutely excited and jumping out of their skin to see that they're going to have the opportunity to race against Australia in the Tran Tasman test not too far away. So the New Zealanders just having their final briefing now. We know there's plenty of you watching from across the ditch in New Zealand. Here we go. Great work there. We'll just quickly catch Brett for about 30 seconds here, mate. You must be pumped, but obviously the most important thing now, you're just trying to settle the nerves and get them ready for racing.
Yeah, I think so. I think having had a row myself once upon a time, it's I think probably a bit easier being in the boat. You got an option or an opportunity to do something about it. Whereas the supporters here, they get probably a little bit more nervous. They get to stand around and watch.
Just down here with Brett for the New Zealand team management on the live stream. What's the process now for the next half an hour? We obviously got the opening ceremony and then it's race time.
Yeah, exactly. The ASRL have turned it on, and so we'll play the game and we'll line up. We'll do some anthems, and then I think we're kicking off with the ladies. So yeah, they're excited.
Any final words for those New Zealanders watching across the ditch?
Oh, hello, and thanks for tuning in, and a massive thank you for the crews and the teams and the clubs that have sent messages across in support.
You know, thank you very much. You know, it's an exciting time here. Thank you very much to Brett from the New Zealand team management. As they're starting to get ready, you can look on the screen now. Just starting to go through the final processes as part of their warm-up. And we'll throw back to you up the top for the live stream here. And of course, we are now live on the beach for the 2018 Tran Tasman test.
We've golden soil and well for toil. Our home is good by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts.
Grant, do you want to make the call? Or
I think it's a visitor's call.
Visitor's call? Here we go. Head it is. It's a head.
We'll take only two.
Australia has won and they've taken alley 2, the southern alley. So everybody here on the beach, a big congratulations to being selected to represent your countries, and go get them. Good luck.
Well, girls, it's really going to be on now, isn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So who are you backing?
Oh, of course, Australia.
Australia? Well, I don't know. The Kiwis could get out. They've got a bit of luck on their side, you know, don't you? What do you reckon, Dad?
I'm going Australia.
Going Australia? I have to go Australia, don't we? Eh?
Yeah.
You've got to put it up.
Mandatory.
But I tell you what a great little introduction, eh? The national anthem of both countries. Isn't it great for our sport?
Yeah, it is great to be able to have this within our sport and be able to have those opportunities in the under-23 pathway crew as well.
Thank you very much. We're here on the water's edge. You're watching across from the ditch in New Zealand or here in Australia, anywhere around the world. This is round 1 of the 2018 Tran Tasman test. We're focusing here on the right-hand side is the development team. So we've got Avalon Beach representing Australia, Nathan Wellings. He knows how it feels, he's done it before. He's going to be sweeping the Australian development team. As you can see on shot, you're going to pan to your left as the New Zealanders, the development team women. So the development team women, lights on. The development team women and the open women are going at the same time in 2 separate races in the one race. So the open women are in 1 and 2, the development are in 4 and 5. We're going to go back to the top. This is it, the big one. The gun is up. We're ready to race. Back to you at the top.
Okay, so we just got that flag up and guns have just gone up again. It looks clear out the back and they are off and racing. Great start from Avalon. Geez, they were quick in the boat, the junior dev team there. Everyone's got off the beach cleanly. Our junior dev teams are just going to get held up by that little swell there, take on a bit of water.
How do New Zealand's go? Do they get away clean?
Yeah, everyone's away clean. Geez, that New Zealand crew on the inside are heading out well. We've got Avalon getting off to a cracking start on the outside. They've done really, really well.
Yeah, they look very comfortable out there too.
They're actually leading the open women, so.
Yeah, well, I know. But that's surf.
That is
it?
fantastic
that
to
is
see them
surf.
up there.
So,
okay.
How are you seeing it from the 2 open women's crew? Where are you seeing that? I can't see it all.
Well, we've got the New Zealand crew down the bottom in the blue boat, and then you've got your Australian crew, Wilco's, which is just edging out and leading the field now.
We've got the drone onto it now.
We do have the drone footage on there. You can see the length and the strength that these girls have got. Really strong finishes, sharp clean catches. They're getting into their stride now. A few little bumps to go over.
Yeah, what do you reckon your sweep's going to be saying if you were in this position? What's he calling for?
I think he'd be calling more for a bit of a settle. This sort of race, it's exciting. You get off the beach, the adrenaline's pumping. You just want to settle in. You want to get long and strong and just get the power. You want to get the boat sending well. They'll be through the gate cans now and heading out to the can. As they're coming into that can, they're going to be called to lift.
Yep.
You want to hit that can with speed.
Yep.
And you'll see the Elouera crew have just lifted, so they've got a really good start and they're going in around that turn. So they've only got 1 blade in the water at the turn there, so you've got your 2-seaters actually holding up in the air and they're away quickly.
Yeah, they're looking good now.
They're doing fantastic here, so good to see the Aussies have got a nice little lead.
Well,
and the Avalon girls on the top of the screen are doing a fantastic job as well.
Oh, look, and you can see the strength of these clubs, up here in New South Wales. They're in these conditions all the time. They're coming up. Now, on the way home, here's where the swells are coming.
This is it, and you can see Elouera milking something here. They're on a little runner. They're really going to work hard for this, and this is where it will get interesting because there's some swells coming through and it gives those backmarkers the opportunity to catch up. But geez, look at Elouera go. They are just pulling away here. They are digging deep and they are onto it. They're going to pull down it now.
Yes. They're coming down it
Get
now.
down it. So they've got to really work hard. Their legs will be burning. The top 2 are working hard to get down. And they just dropped off the back of that. I tell you what, that is heartbreaking.
It was just a bubble.
To chase a wave like that and then drop off the back, it is heartbreaking.
Yeah,
but
they've got enough. There comes Avalon.
Fantastic on the outside. They're milking this little bubble, and I reckon they'll be able to turn this into something here.
Oh, that's a lovely finish by Avalon. I mean, have a look at the distance. Under 23 crew.
Wow.
Only a length and a half behind. Hey, how good is that?
Well
done.
Girls.
Oh, hear the mob going off up here. Oh, they're going off.
Fantastic. Geez, there's a big one out the back for this New Zealand crew to come home with.
Oh, I think she's going to break beforehand.
There we go.
He's on his back chops waiting for it.
He was. It was standing up a little.
I'm standing up. I'm standing up.
Still there. So we've got the New Zealand Open women crew coming across the finish line now. Late takeoff here for this dev team. They're going to get back. And
here he goes.
Whoa, we've got oars flying everywhere.
$700.
Yep.
Brilliant start here down here on the water's edge with the Australian team open women representatives, and that's probably the best way to one, calm the nerves, but do your country proud. A good start.
Yeah, we had a really good start. Just tried to settle down and row well, and then turned the can and crashed that run, and it was just awesome.
Yeah, absolutely belted it. You got the home crowd here as well from Elouera. Now what happens, you probably got a 50-minute break, so what's the thought process? And obviously every crew's a little bit different. How are you going to approach the next 45 minutes?
Trying to eat something so I don't get hungry. Calm the nerves, and then set up for the next one.
Good on you. We obviously got the boys coming up next. How do you think Australia's going to fare, and also the development team men also?
they're going to smash it. They're going to do real well.
Good work, girls. Go rest up. We've got the Elouera Australian Team Open Women Representatives Australia. Good start there. We're going into the Open Men and Development Team Men now.
Anyway, they're ready, aren't they? They're away. They're away.
Racing here. So we've got our open crews. They're all off cleanly. But hitting through some little swells here. They're going to get a few hits here.
Yeah, New Zealand got hit. Oh, who's that? New Zealand again. Oh, have a look at the North Cronulla.
They are up and over that one.
They're leading the race.
They are leading the race.
This is fantastic, isn't it? There's a big barrel here. Have a look at this.
Oh, that's going to hold them up a little bit and slow them down. A little bit of a back shoot there. They're going to have to turn around and get themselves back together here. They'll get it up sideways.
Oh yeah, but that's the sport, isn't it?
That is the sport. It's a heartbreaker sometimes.
So how are we going on the left-hand side here? How are we looking at our little friends from South Kirkhill and Red Beach? What are they doing?
They're looking pretty even at the moment. They've both got out a lot cleaner than the junior pathway crews. They didn't quite have that swell breaking on them. So they're just heading out neck and neck. They're very close together. And you can see there's quite a distance now between the junior crews and those open men crews. Yeah. And that is that power and that maturity that comes with being an open rower.
Well, I've got to say,
exciting down on the beach there for all of those spectators.
Oh, is it what? I mean, you're going out. They're going out to the cans now. Again, the sweeps are in control. Someone in the crew also comes up with a drive on here for 5 strokes.
Yeah, you will. You'll definitely have lifts throughout the race. When you're lifting, when you're going past the gate cans, you'll break it up into little segments. So they'll be both around together. This is very, very close for the Australian-New Zealand Open men's crews. So they're both going to work really hard here, milk every little runner that they can get on the way home and make use of absolutely every bubble.
And how are we looking? Is there any bubbles out there you can see?
I'm going to have a little peek over the top.
Have a little peek over the top and let me know what's going on out there. Here comes a couple of bubbles. I can see some. Look at the crew. They're running onto them now. I tell you what, the Avalon crew, the under 23s have made up a lot of ground at the moment. They've made up a lot. Dave's just dropped in to see us there. What can you see out there, Dave?
Checking in for the morning. Seems like Australia up against New Zealand, yeah.
Yes, it is, Dave.
Beautiful.
We've both got a wave here for these open men crews.
Oh, here we go. This is going to be.
So we've got
New Zealand going to crack one here.
Late takeoff here, and we've got the South Kilkill crew on the inside. So the New Zealand trailed.
Oh, they're in trouble.
They're in trouble here.
Here goes Curly.
So you've got your sweep and your stroke working
and
together.
And here comes the Avalon boys. And North
Cronulla down a wave, and it looks like the Aussies are going to win the open men's. And the junior crew, North Cronulla, are on a little runner here. So our New Zealand crew, open men, have just got it back together. They've just trailed on the little runner behind, and they're coming back to the beach. You could see when that New Zealand crew started to slew, the stroke really jumped in to help that sweep, get some pressure on that blade. There's a lot of water moving in these waves at the moment, so you often need that helping hand of your stroke just to help lift that handle of the sweep oar up and keep some pressure on the blade.
Well, I tell you what, very impressive with the sweeping from the South Kirkhill, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He was in a late on the wave,
which is
and just
tricky.
had the boat set up so well.
Yep.
But the other crew, North Cronulla Funky, they went off, had to come back and really come back into the race, didn't they?
Good start, mate. Brilliant hold.
Yeah, that was nice. So got touched up a little bit on the way out, and fortunately, there's a way for us on the way home.
Yeah, obviously it's going to calm the nerves a little bit now for the boys with that result, but now you've got to get excited for the next round in about 45 minutes or so. What do you do now with the crews for the 45 minutes? You sit them down, do you keep them warm? What's the process?
They'll just go and have something to eat, put some more sun cream on, and just sit around and wait 45 minutes, basically.
Yeah, great start. Obviously an amazing honour for you, mate. You've loved the process.
Excellent. Can't fault it. It's been beautiful.
We'll jump in with the boys this while we're here. They're trying to avoid it all. Probably putting selfies up after that great win, mate. What a start, eh?
Yeah, we got off to a good start. Just actually cracked the lead and just got hammered by a big one out the back. So not fun, but we rode back into it well. So happy with that.
We talked to a lot of the sweeps and coaches about how they enjoy it. But what about as a rower and probably a younger rower as well? It must be a massive honour.
Oh yeah, it's just amazing. Like you think about that when you're little, like I'll represent my country, but you don't actually think it's going to happen. So it's pretty awesome.
Good start for the Aussies. Keep it up. Well done, boys. We'll go back to the top there with Griffo on the beach and also our live streamers up in the clubhouse. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We're now back here on the water's edge for round 2 of the 2018 Tran Tasman Test, and we're focusing here on the New Zealand representatives in the open women. So round 2, they're in lane number 2. They got the Australians on their left in lane 1. So this is the open women Tran Tasman Test for lanes 1 and 2. If we're then going to pan over to our right and look in lanes 4 and 5, that's the development women. So Nathan Wellings with his Avalon girls, they're in lane 4, and the New Zealanders in lane number 5. So the open women and the development women are on the same time. We're now going to go back to the top for round 2 of the women Tran Tasman competition.
Here they go, they're off. Who would have guessed? Here we go. There's the open women kicking through the initial few waves. And then in the distance, we've got the under 23 women.
Nice
Elouera about to get one from their local break in a big way. Oi!
No, that's New Zealand, mate. Elouera over here, mate. They're through. No. They're out. That's Elouera there.
Dearo. Yeah,
he's
New Zealand.
Sweep. Oh,
New
this
Zealand.
is a tragedy.
And this is a big hit here too.
Oh, he's out too.
Yeah.
Oh,
well balanced. Well balanced by the girls just to keep that upright and keep it safe. But they've lost their sweep oar and they've lost their sweep. So this is going to be a pretty favourable result for the open women of Elouera as they paddle out. It's going to be a bit of a training exercise now.
I hope he cracks a nice wave on the way home to the mob.
So the open women are going well. Inside at the top of the screen, we've got the Avalon Beach crew representing Australia and the New Zealand crew above them, really keeping a close contact with the Australian crew as they make their way out through that sort of deep water second break in the lead up to the gate cans.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Avalon, again, like they did in the previous race, they're just pulling away from them now. And the crew from Elouera Diamonds are really struggling now just to keep up with them. Once they turn the cans, watch this. Have a look out the distance between Avalon 23s and the open women. There's not much in it at all.
Yeah,
it's fantastic. These under 23 girls, they're just off the pace with the open women. This is good.
You can see the broken sweep oar here. This is yes, you know, $1,000 a pop those oars, so it's can get an expensive sport on the big day. But
Croker's smiling.
Mike Taylor, a few others. Okay, so coming into the beach, the race we've still got on here is the under 23 women. The Avalon Beach crew starting to really build that momentum underneath the boat.
Here goes Elouera on their home beach, cracking a lovely wave.
Yeah,
here they go. Look at that trail. Sit back, enjoy it, girls. Enjoy it. And here comes Avalon.
Avalon's trying to milk the same wave, but they're in a bit of deep water. They're going to have to work a bit harder. I reckon they got it in them. It's going to get steep here. This could get interesting. I think Wise. Oh, hey, down they go.
Oh, well held. Well held.
Okay.
Good effort.
Keeping it straight, trying to.
No, here comes New Zealand now.
New Zealand.
He's trailed him. I don't know. Oh, I think that was a bit bad.
New Zealand under 23.
Oh, no. Wouldn't be doing that one.
All right. So he's got to get them back to their seats before the big wave comes in. But it looks like in the women's racing, Australia's crossed the line first.
Well,
with the New Zealand under 23 women,
oh dear, don't.
Oh,
good Lord.
Hey, hanging on as best they can. Very good. Well, sometimes you just got to make it in.
Let's
throw it down the beach for Aaron.
Thank you very much. We are here on the water's edge after an epic race for the Australians behind us and the development team for the women. And we are going to go find Nathan Wellings if you follow me. Bit of a shot here of the girls. Massive race, huge hold there. And just stay where you are there on the camera. We'll get around to him. Just going to get a bit of an insight, mate. What a hold. Well done for the Aussies.
Mate, it's tricky conditions out there, and it's for good racing. It's really strong.
Absolutely. The Aussies are now 6-0 pretty much combined, and it was, how good was that for a bit of a party wave with the opens?
I actually didn't notice them there, but I was really concentrating on the boat because we had a bit of a drop then, and almost the nose went under, but no, it was good.
So obviously going into the last race, you're going to give it absolutely everything for your country. Looking good at the moment. What an honour. And you obviously know the feeling of what's involved.
100%. It's such an honour to represent Australia in this sport that I love. You know, and it's given me so much over the years.
We'll let you go, mate, because the open men and the development men are about to go on your screens here at home. Back to you at the top.
Okay, all's in readiness here for what I assume is the men's race in the Trans Tasman. They've got their country's colours on. It's an extreme honour for these surfboat crews that have won through to represent not only their club themselves but also this time their country. Brilliant to have New Zealand over here.
Oh look, it's been a great conceptual arrangement between the both countries. Yeah. And look, from the very first time it started, it became very competitive. Yep. And you know, you see when we go to New Zealand in Australia, for some reason they pick flat beaches. I don't know why that is sometimes. There seems to be a little bit of that goes on, but I've got to say...
no conspiracies, I think.
No, there is no conspiracy. But because you know that New Zealand and Stillwater are very good, mate. They are brilliant.
And won a few gold.
A few gold. They make us look average, I reckon, sometimes. But anyway, they have just been in surf boats, and a lot of the blokes are coming straight from the Stillwater in the boats. So it's all looking good, mate.
Here you can see looks like North Cronulla Funky, the young guys, I think, getting ready to represent their country. New Zealand making their way out next to them. Yeah, right. So some great brands within the country, but off they go. Second round, critical round of the Trans Tasman Test Series. We've got the men's race happening right now, hacking through the shore break. They look like getting the rating right up. Great start there by the New Zealand crew, by the New Zealand, the Red Beach Boomers. Boomy start. They've taken the lead over South Curly, and they've settled into a good rhythm pretty quickly. Equally, down on the southern end, we've got the young guys, the North Cronulla Funky, taking on Tahi Bay. A pretty even contest there, but maybe slight edge to North Cronulla in this match race. Short race, only going around the gate can. So they're pinning their ears back and absolutely cranking it. Red Beach.
Yeah, they're going like a house on fire. Have a look at them. They're going to go into that can. They're 2 lengths in front nearly. They're flying this one.
They're absolutely setting it up. The sweeps lining up that turn nice and quickly and around. Actually, credit to the North Cronulla Funky. I think they're just about the first crew around. The North Cronulla have done well, but the other crews actually
have a look at South Curl's turn.
Yeah,
he's come out a bit wide actually.
Come out wide. Actually, here's a runner for both crews, but North Curly are milking it. Yeah, South Curly are milking it. Off the back. Now this next wave should bring all the field together, and we might see a decisive demonstration here of sweeping.
Here we go.
Cranking up the rating, building there. The Boomers.
Curly have just bolted out.
Curly are just on the one in front, but all 4 crews maybe on this. Red Beach Boomers got a pretty full part of the wave. Can they get down it? Everyone's down it. Everyone's down it. Ready to sprint to the line. The Funky have trailed, running to the back for a bit of a deep water drop. New Zealand's got to punch through this one. The Funky have slewed. Tahi Bay have slewed.
Oh, they've all slewed except for South Curly.
South Curly kept it straight.
Australia again. Oh, man.
Wow.
How shattered would the New Zealand
tight race. That was absolutely brilliant.
How shattered would he be just on the 10 metres, 10 straight?
10 metres to go. What a race, you know.
But got to tell you, where did South Curly win it, you reckon?
Just in that final last 10 metres. It's never over till the fat lady sings in the sport of surf boats.
But they were 1.5 lengths behind going to the cans.
Yeah.
And out of the cans, Curly just went, see you later. We're going to go.
Yeah. No, it was a really tight contest, and so that's the short course component completed. There's going to be another race between the respective nations, and that's going to be a long course. So if that race is anything to go by, I think we're going to have a really tight concluding race. But
I think Aaron's down to the beach now.
Aaron's down the beach. Let's throw it down.
Edge. And we can confirm that Australia won both of those legs. So Australia is now 8-0 as we're focusing here at the moment on the live stream of the Australian Open men walking up the beach from South Curl. We'll get a quick word in. Good mate. And we're just waiting here, we're moving up with the South Curl Open men. We'll have a quick chat. Mate, what a fantastic start for Australia, and obviously you must be stoked.
Yeah, I'm really stoked actually. They were a very good side, those Kiwis, and they got the jump through there. They had a length on us, and I knew it was going to come down to the end, but we got a really good turn. We turned back inside them, and it was just a dash for home.
And we actually know that New Zealand are extremely strong in their short course. They're powerful, big beasts, and that obviously showed party wave at the end, but mate, you were the only one that held it.
Yeah, that's what matters at the end, doesn't it, mate?
And you've obviously done it before, but it's a great honour that you do, but it's a whole journey, isn't it?
Oh, it really is. It's not easy to get there, and the presentation and the whole build-up is just such an experience.
We'll let you go, boys. You've got one more round to go in about 45 minutes time there. Thank you very much to the boys from South Kirkle. Australia are up 4-0, 4-0 in the Open and Development. Back to you at the top.
They're away.
And they're in. There we go. We're looking at that is the New Zealand development squad. Nice start for them. They're punching out now. A little bit slow off the line. Now we'll see just a wave coming through. And oh, that's the New Zealand Open women's on screen now. There's another one building out the back if we can pan out a little bit. Oh! On the right-hand side of screen. Oh!
It's pounding him.
That's the Australian development squad. They copped a rough one there, but as has the New Zealand crew. Yep. Now the biggest winner out of this is the Aussie Opens crew. As you can see there, they've just ducked out. They've got a boat length on the rest of the field.
Geez, Wilco knows his beach, doesn't he?
Well, it is his home beach. I think he's done this once or twice, but there's another one building out the back. I think they'll sneak over that. Right. Well done, girls. If they were 3 or 4 strokes behind, that might have caused some trouble. But it looks like they're out. Everyone's out clean. There is another bubble developing on the right-hand side where the development crews are, but they'll get out nice and clean. Here they are now on screen. There we go. They're going to pop over that one. New Zealand will pop over it as well. And you'd like to think at that stage they're out clean and settling into their rhythm. Great drone footage there. The boats here, there is the New Zealand development squad, and they've got their work cut out for them to claw back the girls. They're only about a boat length behind though. Okay, the Elouera women, the Australian Open men's crew have absolutely shot out to a fly here.
They're women, mate. They're women.
That's what I said?
No, man.
Oh, women's crews. Sorry, my bad. Fly here, the women. They're, I'd say, a good 2 to 3 boat lengths over the New Zealand girls.
Yeah, the development crews are struggling a little bit. Development, you know, this sort of water, the testing water now is affecting them, you know, and they're falling a little bit behind. But here go.
Okay, the Australian Open women's crew turning can there. They've got strokes and they would have liked on that turn. You would like to get around in 2 or 3. It looked like they had 4 or 5, but they're off and away now.
I'll tell you what.
And they want to stamp some runners and really open this gap up even further. You can see them there. They're really going for it. Now,
out of the turn, I'll tell you now, New Zealand Open women, the Australian under-23 development absolutely got a ripper turn, and I reckon they could be in second spot. all over,
I think you might be right there, Frank. So we're looking at the Australian Open women's crew, a little bit of a bubble forming behind them here. Wilco will be telling them to step on it now.
This is my beach. I'm going to win this at my beach.
And on the left-hand side of screen, New Zealand here, the Open women, there's a big wave forming. Yes. You can see that just on the left-hand. Here we go, and they've trailed. Well done, girls. Fantastic surf boat action down the front of that wave. Isn't that a spectacle?
And here come the other crews. There's nothing for the poor old Australian under-23s.
And oh wow!
He's held that.
And the Australian Open women's one wave ahead. They've both trailed. Behind them, we've got New Zealand in the background. Fantastic work. They're loving it here on the beach. And the Aussies come in.
Yeah, it's a clean.
The Aussies come in for a clean sweep in the Tran Tasman Challenge.
Well done, New Zealand.
And New Zealand, well done too, because that was a fantastic wave. They really rode their hearts out to get down that. Will Hill, great sweepmanship there. And we've got the Australian Development crew there, got a little bit sideways. They've held it though, and they're in now safe. And you can see that boat still coming in is the New Zealand Women's Development crew, and they've done one hell of a job as well. Copped a bit of a rogue wave on the way out, which was unfortunate, and it really has cost them there.
I'll tell you what, mate, I don't care what you do. You may not win the sport, but to crack a wave like that, it's worth every minute of it. You just go, wow, I had a good time.
Women, girls, the best thing about what you've just done, you've still got a smile on your face. You pulled an absolute belter. Congratulations. Jump together and we'll have a bit of a chat. And who's your spokeswoman? We'll have a chat to all of you. First of all, mate, great work. An amazing experience, obviously, repping New Zealand.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's pretty. We had a bit of bad luck in the second race. Short course is our specialty, but yeah, didn't quite get off the beach. But yeah, that was a good race. Yeah.
Tell us a bit about the girls, I guess the club you're from, the journey you've been through. Obviously, it's not just about today. You've got the journey leading into the competition as well.
Yeah, we got selected back in November, so we've had a pretty hard training regime since then, and it's gone pretty well. Trained a lot in surf, but yeah, you still got to have the luck.
We're going to give these athletes the credit they deserve. We're going to run through their names. Okay, for Australia, the development crew, the under-23 men, of course, it's the North Cronulla crew representing Australia. We've got Matt Hammond, Joshua Lee, Tom Maley, Jackson Ford, swept by Mark McDonald. Well done, guys. Now, the open men for Australia, it is the South Curl crew who got the honours. Michael Egan, Jordan Thurlow, Trent Rogers, Christopher Hughes and Rob Lowry sweeping that crew. And they took it out up there on the Gold Coast a month or so ago to become the Australian crew. All right, for New Zealand, you can see they're poised on the line here. That's the Australian open men's crew that was on shot there. We're panning across now to the development, the 23 crews on the right. Now for New Zealand, we have the development crew, Jonathan Henry, Adam Stella, Darren Stapleton, Fraser McLaren, swept by Will McDowell. That's the crew from Tatahi Bay up there on the northern coast of the North Island. And then for the open men, we have the Red Beach Boomers crew getting the honours, and that's Jed Wright, Hayden Smith, Chris Carew, Muzz O'Halloran, or Seamus, but they call him Muzz, they tell me, and Shane O'Halloran swept, being the sweep of that crew there.
Well, it's all in readiness now, Drewsy. It's a big moment for this crew. Let's hope they turn on a spectacle just the same as the open females and the development females. This race to say, hey, we went out in this surf. They're gone.
And they're in. They're off and away. Okay, great start there by the Aussie men, the open men that is. How are we tracking? Both New Zealand crews a little bit behind at this stage.
South Carolina just read it so well. And look, they've opened up a 4-length lead already. New Zealand just went straight into it. He veered his boat off, looked at the surf, and you've got to look at how it breaks.
Okay, now on screen there, that's the New Zealand development crew. They're probably a boat length or two behind the Australian development crew, which is top of screen now. So what we're looking at here, the bottom of screen, we've got the New Zealand open men. Then next up, we've got the Australian open men, probably about 2 to 3 boat lengths ahead, you'd think. And above that, we've got the New Zealand development crew, just a boat length or two behind the Australian development crew at the top of screen. Yeah, fantastic footage from the drone.
I tell you what, the South Curl boys, they must have got a bit of a shake-up from the last start because New Zealand jumped them. But I tell you what, they're making up for it now. They're really flying out there. And I tell you what, the other crew is very impressive. It's the Australian Under-23 development crew.
Yeah, they're right neck and neck with the New Zealand open men's crew there. Well done to the boys. Of course, the Under-23 men's, at that stage in their development, they're pretty sharp, Frankie.
Oh, they've got to be, mate. And that funky crew's been around for a bit. I remember calling, I can't remember if they're under-19s last year or they've just come up. I just don't remember.
Of course, they're from the surfboat factory up there at North Cronulla, or just down the road. All right, the Aussie open men's going into the turn now. You can see that. They're probably about 3 boat lengths ahead. Nice turn. They've got around pretty quickly. All right, they're going to go for it now. You can see them shorten up the stroke. Very heavy strokes there out of the turn, and now they're going to accelerate.
Well, you want to know, the Funky boys are in second place. Now that is some row by North Cronulla Funkies for Australia. They are in second place. Have a look at Curl coming home now. Have a look at them.
And on the, oh, here we go. That's actually the North Cronulla Funky there on screen. That's the development Australian crew who are taking it to the open men's Australian crew. This is unbelievable.
They're saying, stuff you up at South Kilka. We're from this side of the water and we're going to win it for our...
Now you'll see here...
Here we go. Here we go.
You'll see here, both crews have just stopped. They've started again now. They wanted to time that wave. They didn't want to get out ahead of it and then get crunched. They've timed it well so they can come down the face of the wave. That's the Aussie development crew you can see, and he's held that. Very well done. Sending the rowers back to their seats now. Oh, there's a big one developing. Oh, bit of action in the Northern Arena as well. But look at this on so we've got two Aussie crews out in front.
I tell you what, the Funkies are going to win it.
I reckon we've got the Australian development crew
Look at how
upstaging the open men's. That's unbelievable. New Zealand development crew upstaging their open men's as well. Well, the future's bright, Frankie. This is unreal here.
Absolutely. Magnificent.
But Australia has cleaned up the Tran Tasman series.
We are live down here on the water's edge, and we're also all around the world here for the Tran Tasman competition as part of the Australia versus New Zealand, and the Aussies clean sweeped it. I don't know if that could have almost ever been done before. It's a remarkable achievement. And Mr. Spokesman here, mate, great effort.
Oh, mate, we're so happy. It's just all four crews performed so well. It's great for us.
Absolutely, and obviously recognition to the New Zealand crews for coming over and making the trip. Also to Surf Life Saving New Zealand and Surf Life Saving Australia, along with support from the ASRL.
Yeah, definitely. Congratulations to those guys. They put in a really good battle, and we met with them last night. They're a really decent, good bunch of guys, and it just didn't turn out for them today.
Yeah, absolutely. It was all about the surf work. We'll spin over here. It's all right. No one's watching. No, great day, obviously, for the girls and also the guys.
Yeah, it was a really, really great day. Like, tricky conditions out there, but we all pulled through, dug deep, and had a great time. So it was awesome.
Yeah, and obviously it's not just about today. There's a bit of a journey that comes with it. You've probably known for about 8 weeks that you've been in this team, and I guess a long wait.
Yep. Real long wait, lots of hard work, lots of early mornings, heavy legs, so yeah, it's good.
Good work. I'll just ask Greg to come in quickly to say a couple of words on behalf of team management and thanking Surf Life Saving Australia and the ASRL.
Thanks, Aaron. On behalf of the Australian team, congratulations to all of you. You've done a great job. You've done us proud. We've achieved what we set out to. To the ASRL, thank you for hosting this event. Thanks for running it. To the Kiwis, great competition. The result didn't reflect the level of competition that they put up. A great effort from them, and we look forward to going back to back again next year. So thank you. Number one!
And a big welcome to everyone. What a fabulous event. I think we've seen the best of the best here. There's always a great rivalry between New Zealand and Australia in all of the elements of the surf and pool competition. And I think you'd have to say that you've had a great display here. Everyone should put their hand together for New Zealand, to Brett Hamer and the crew coming across, and also to Greg Hurd as the manager of the Australian team and for the success of the Australian team. I think the real winner here today is the sport of surf boat competition, and we're very proud to be behind the ASRL. But I'd particularly like to thank the Elouera Surf Club, because they've actually supported the event here, and they've been doing a lot of work around to make sure that the event's well run, and the Sutherland Shire Council, and most of all the Navy. I think we should all put together our hands together for Team Navy, the Royal Australian Navy, who support this event. So I won't say much more, just a congratulations to all the competitors and the team management from both the teams, and well done.
And I can say on their behalf, it's been a wonderful experience. Thank you to the Kiwis. Pushed us all the way, regardless of the score. Whenever you turn up to compete in Australia and New Zealand, you know it's going to be tough. So thank you very much.
To the Aussies, just all class. You know, you set the standard and you keep building. And when we think we might be getting close, you just go again, and all good sporting teams tend to do that, and you guys are no different. So congratulations, enjoy your night as a team. And to our guys, we go back home. Hopefully we've learnt some stuff along the way, and we go to work. So well done.
To the Kiwis, to Brett, thank you very much for the friendship. Thanks very much for the competition. The score didn't reflect it. It's getting tougher and tougher. To Surf Life Saving Australia, to the ASRL, thank you for making this event possible. To the officials who work tirelessly in the background, thank you for a fantastic event. And more importantly to the team, congratulations to you all. A fantastic experience for them, for all of us, so thank you.
We're just stoked. We're so happy. We're so happy to just do 3 good races. We've put in so much work. We've worked so hard and we've all worked together. And I think that's the main thing, that we've worked together, we followed our passion and we got this amazing reward. So it's fantastic.
Very exciting. You guys rode excellently well today. You've really done the whole country proud. How are you going to go about tonight? What do you guys got planned?
Row tomorrow, so maybe
not a big one.
Maybe a little celebration,
Yeah,
but
spark and a recovery. Yeah, get in the boots. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Alrighty, thank you girls. We'll let you guys go.